overall recruitment process.
However, some experts are concerned the problems occur in traditional recruitment, such as favoritism and false business promotion, may crop up in live streaming recruitment.
直播带岗其实最大的好处就是在直播间里面。
This is unlikely as a live stream anchor is concerned about his or her reputation. If word gets around that he or she has cheated the audience, they would be reported or banned from conducting live programs. Besides, the platform strictly reviews the participating enterprises and anchors, confirm their qualifications, and ensure the authenticity of the material in the live broadcast.
Live streaming recruitment, despite its problems, looks to be gaining ground with Chinese employers. But whether it'll finally replace direct or conventional recruitment is something that ultimately depends on the attributes of various platforms and the type of job.
That was Olivia He reporting. Agricultural officials say China will make efforts to secure a bumper autumn harvest and ensure that the grain output for this year stays above 650 billion kilograms. The Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Affairs will strengthen farmland management and better prepare for weather-related disasters as well as plant diseases and pests. China's total grain output increased 1% to over 147 million tons in this year's summer harvest. Officials say the summer harvest has provided solid support in keeping the price of grain and economic growth stable. Jiangsu Province plans to expand its renewable energy consumption to over 15% of the province's total energy consumption by 2025. The eastern province's installed capacity of renewable energy is expected to exceed 66 million kilowatts by 2025. That accounts for around 34% of the province's total installed power generation capacity. The province's renewable energy power generation is likely to help reduce the burning of coal by over 33 million tons annually. Jiangsu is part of China's manufacturing heartland. The coastal province ranked second in GDP among all provincial-level regions in the country last year. The European Commission has cut its economic growth forecast for the European Union and the Eurozone. It projects the EU economy to grow by 2.7% this year and 1.5% in 2023. The Eurozone's growth is expected to come in at 2.6% this year, 1.4% next year. EU Economy Commissioner Paolo Gentiloni says energy and food prices have driven up inflation.
We identified risks such as shocks reverberating from an unpredictable evolution of the energy market. We mentioned tighter financial conditions and a global economic slowdown. All these risks have materialized, of course, to various degrees.
The European Commission says the annual average inflation in 2022 is projected to peak at historical highs of 8.3% in the EU and 7.6% in the Eurozone. Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory more than doubled its vehicle exports in the first half of this year. The factory exported nearly 100,000 automobiles in the period. It exported around 41,000 units in the same period last year. In June, Tesla began deliveries of its China-made Model Y in Asia-Pacific markets such as Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. In the same month, the company delivered nearly 80,000 vehicles in China. That was up over 170% on a yearly basis. Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory produced nearly 300,000 vehicles in the first half of the year. You're listening to the Beijing Hour. Coming up in sports, 2 Chinese martial arts athletes take gold at the World Games in Alabama.
The Beijing Hour.
Hello, I'm Peter Dinklage from X-Men Days of Future Past. You are listening to the Beijing Hour.
Hi, I'm Kathy Freeman, and you're listening to the Beijing Hour.
Hi everyone, I'm Lang Lang. Welcome to the Beijing Hour.
The Beijing Hour, your window to China and the world.
47 past the hour now. In sports, China's Lai Xiaoxiao and Zhang Yaling won 2 gold medals in wushu at the 2022 World Games in Birmingham, Alabama. Lai claimed gold in the women's Taolu Chengchuan final. Zhang Yaling grabbed another gold medal for China in the women's Taolu Nanchuan and Nandao final. The 11th edition of the Games runs from July 7th to the 17th, with athletes from around 100 countries competing. In tennis, China maintained its winning momentum at the World Table Tennis Star Contender European Summer Series. Ma Long defeated 15-year-old Felix Lebrun 3-1 to reach the last 16, while Liang Jingkun overcame Felix's elder brother Alexis with the same scoreline. Lin Gaoyuan was dragged into full games before beating Qiu Deng, representing Germany. Wang Chuqin saw off American paddler Kenneth Jia to set up a round of 16 meeting with Hugo Calderano of Brazil. Other big names, including Timo Boll, also made it into the last 16. China lost to Italy in 4 sets in the quarterfinals of the 2022 Women's Volleyball Nations League. Paula Egonu fired 4 aces and 32 spiking points to score a match-high 36 points for Italy. Gong Shengyu scored 20 for China, while middle blocker Wang Yuanyuan had 5 of China's 12 blocks in the match. Meantime, in another quarterfinal matchup, host Turkey beat Thailand to reach the last 4. Turkish captain Ida Ardem contributed 17 points, including 3 aces and 2 blocks. The semifinals will take place on Saturday when Serbia meets Brazil and Turkey battles with Italy. In cycling, Britain's Tim Pidcock won the 12th stage of the Tour de France and became the youngest man to win a Tour stage on Alpe d'Huez. The 22-year-old rider prevailed from the day's breakaway with an attack 3.3 kilometers into the final climb before winning the stage. Jonas Vingegaard retained the overall leader's yellow journey. France secured its place in the quarterfinals of the Women's Euros with a 2-1 win over Belgium in Group D. France made a perfect start with a goal in the 6th minute. Belgium equalized the game after scoring a penalty shot in the 36th minute before France restored the lead. The French had more chances in the second half but didn't manage to increase the advantage. Belgium midfielder Julie Buysman says that she's very proud of her side, though they failed to complete the comeback.
We felt like we gave everything on the pitch, and even if we lost the game, but I think we did well, and we made it in some moments very difficult for France.
France has won their last 16 matches in all competitions, scoring 69 goals and conceding just 7 during that run. In the quarterfinals, France will play the runner-up in Group C, with the Netherlands currently in first place in that group and Sweden sitting second. Belgium's in third place in Group D with 1 point from 2 games. They must beat Italy in their final match on Monday to have a chance of overtaking the second-place Ireland, who are 1 point ahead of them after drawing 1-1 with Italy earlier on Thursday. Iceland's final group match is against France on Monday. China's men's football team held its first training session in Qingdao ahead of the East Asian Football Federation Championship. The Chinese Football Associations announced the 24 players for the new national selection team preparing for the tournament. 22 players on the squad are under 23 years old, including Zhu Qianjie and Dai Wei-jun. 2 overage players are naturalized defender Jiang Guangtai and Chengchun Yetai forward Tan Long. However, the national team left Wu Shi and Zhang Yuning off the list after they were injured in recent domestic league games. Head coach Alexander Yankovic says players are highly motivated to play in this tournament.
I mean, we have a lot of quality players, but on the other side, we will never push a player to play if he is not at 100% of his capacity. So it's okay. We have a good contact with clubs, good and direct, honest contact with clubs. We have direct contact with players. We are judging their capacity at this moment, so we will see and take the best decisions.
The East Asian Cup tournament will be held from July 19th to the 29th. Cristiano Ronaldo is still not playing as Manchester United's preseason tour arrives in Melbourne. The star has asked to leave the club, but United manager Erik ten Hag insisted that he's counting on the star. United kicked off preparations for the new season under the new manager with a 4-0 win over Liverpool in Bangkok earlier this week. They face the Melbourne Victory on Friday as they begin their 3-match Australian tour. France international forward Ousmane Dembele signed a 2-year deal with La Liga side Barcelona after his previous contract expired at the end of June. The 24-year-old says the Spanish club was always his first choice.
I'm happy to resign, and obviously Barcelona has been my dream club since I was a child. I'm very happy. I'm ready for this season to start, so I can give my all to Barcelona.
Dembele scored 1 goal and registered 13 assists in the league as Barcelona finished second in La Liga last season. Dembele joined Barcelona from Borussia Dortmund in 2017 and has made 150 appearances for the club, scoring 32 goals and assisting on 34. He has won 2 league titles and 2 Spanish Cups during his 5-year stint. Tokyo will host the 2025 World Athletics Championships. The 18th World Athletics Championships begin in Eugene, Oregon on Friday, while Budapest will hold the 2023 event. The World Athletics Council also selected 2 hosts for the next 2 editions of the World Cross Country Championships. The next edition will be held in Croatia in 2024. The 2026 event will take place in the United States. You're listening to the Beijing Hour. Coming up in culture and entertainment, a documentary shows the works of a young Peking opera star.